Hello. In order to create documents on a Mongo database, you must first create Mongo schemas for that database. This can be a very boring and tedious process, one which is drawn out and takes a very long time. Indeed, seeding is also a very long and boring process because you have to create every single entry for your entire seed database. This is just not worth doing. As developers, we know that this is a process that can be abstracted away, and this is also a process that we know computers should be doing for us. Mongu is a project that is aimed to make an app that can do three things. It can create Mongo schemas, it can generate seed files, and it can export those. And to demonstrate, I will now show you. First, we are going to create our to-do app. Then we are going to go into it and create a schema for it. We're going to call our first schema our user schema. And we can do several things with this schema. We can add a field, a function, or we can show the schema code. We will see that in a second. We first add our first name field. We're going to require it, and as you can see, we have several different options for this field. We can have it be a string or a number, a boolean, and such. We're going to set a few options on it, such as lowercase setter. Next, we're going to add a very simple function. We can do several different functions, such as methods, statics, virtuals, hooks, getters, and setters. We're going to do a hook in this case that does a simple console log. It will console log hello world, and it will be a pre-save hook. We're going to save it, and then we will go into our schema code. As you can see, both the field and the function have been generated. Now, we will see how to seed.
So the first thing you need to do to seed the file is give it a quantity. That quantity represents the number of documents that the seed file will generate. On the right, you can see the seed file as it's being created. Next, we want to add some data to it. On the left, we have schema fields. And these fields have different data options available based off of the field's type. In this case, these are the options available for a string. Right below that, we also have an option to add custom data to the seed file. By pressing the seed field button, every document in our seed file will be updated with the selected data. For now, let's just use the random data first name option. Finally, let's save it, and that's it. We're ready for exporting.
When we get back to the projects page, we have two options available for us. We can either export our generated code as an NPM module, or we can download the zip files directly. For this demo, we're going to publish it as an NPM module. Once it's been successfully published, we'll get the name of the NPM module back. Then all we have to do is go into our terminal and go into our project directory where we can install the NPM module. Once it's installed, we can go to the seed directory and then run the index.js file there, which will seed our database. We can then go into our Mongo shell and see that there is a to-do application database instance, as well as in our users collection, the created documents that we seeded. Now we can take a look at the project files directly in our project. On the top row, you can see the schema files. On the left, the index.js file for the schema, and on the right, the schema itself. And the bottom row are the seed files. And that, in a nutshell, is a run-through of our application, Mongu. Thank you.